Now you can.
You're watching Southern California's CBS 2 News at 11.
Our top story tonight at 11, panic in the streets as a major earthquake rocks central Mexico. Good evening, I'm Ann Martin.
And I'm Jonathan Elias. Thanks for being with us. Right now, we know that this quake has killed about 15 people. It has left hundreds of others hurt. This quake struck at 3:41 this afternoon local time. It measured 6.7 on the Richter scale, and it was centered just southeast of Mexico City in the state of Puebla. Now, our team report starts with Jason Carroll, who's live in our control center. Jason?
Jonathan, lots of videotape and information is still coming in about this quake. Tonight, the president of Mexico declared Puebla State a disaster area.
Mexican journalists were out at night trying to record all the damage the quake in Puebla had caused during the day. Firefighters raced to rescue people who may have been trapped in a condominium that collapsed. This man says in terms of buildings, some are very damaged. 2 condominiums probably came down. Practically nothing was left untouched. An historic building is still standing, barely. The powerful trembler crumpled weaker buildings, falling concrete crushed cars and people who couldn't escape the tons of debris which fell from the sky.
They were trying to get everybody off the streets and get people to turn their gas off.
Matthew Nagel is a California resident who is studying in Puebla.
In the Centro Histórico, the Central Historic Center, a lot of the buildings are hundreds of years old, and it's unreinforced masonry, that kind of thing. And we saw a lot of bricks fall, a lot of windows break.
Getting all the information about the damage is going to be somewhat difficult. The telephone network has been inundated with calls, and many of those who were hurt or killed are in remote villages.
Aftershocks are still rocking Puebla State. In fact, many people are so afraid to go back indoors, they're spending the night outside. Live in the control center, I'm Jason Carroll, CBS 2 News.
Jason, thanks. Our team report moves now to CBS correspondent Adrienne Bard. She's on the phone with us now, live from Mexico City. Adrienne, how are people coping tonight? Jason's telling us that a lot of them are spending the night in the streets.
Well, it's the middle of the night here, and all is quiet now, but only hours ago, thousands fled their homes and their offices as the earth trembled for what seemed like endless minutes. The earthquake came quickly and without warning. Thousands of people panicked as the ground shook below them. Frightened residents ran out of the shaking high-rise buildings and waited in the streets, not knowing what to do. Ambulances circled the city looking for quake victims. More often, what they found were people having panic attacks, like this woman who fainted. Even though the newer buildings are reinforced, people cannot forget the killer quake of 1985. That horrific quake had a magnitude of 8.1. It is estimated that 10,000 people died during the 85 quake. 14 years later, the painful memories of that quake were brought to the surface by this one. And the rescue effort is still going on tonight in the city of Puebla as workers continue combing the rubble looking for victims. Reporting live in Mexico City, I'm Adrienne Bard, CBS 2 News.
Thank you, Adrienne. To recap now what we know about the disaster in Mexico tonight, at least 15 people have been killed. Some of them were children. Hundreds more are hurt. Many of them are in the hospital. And one of the hardest hit areas, Puebla, has been declared a disaster area tonight. We will bring you any breaking developments as they happen. John.
Turning to local news now, the city of Upland is where we're going to go. It's a teenager now accused of killing his own mother and sister. Is under arrest tonight. Our Mary Grady is live in Upland with the very latest on this. Mary?
Well, Jonathan, he had gone to Las Vegas. It was one of his family's favorite vacation spots, and that's where Upland police found Paul Yum. Tonight, they brought him back to California.
The windows of the Upland police car are tinted dark. You can't see him, but inside, in the back seat, is 15-year-old Paul Yum. Tonight, he's in juvenile hall in San Bernardino. His alleged crime? The brutal slayings of his mom and little sister. Last Saturday, 38-year-old Esther Yum and 9-year-old Christine were each shot once in the head. Police tracked the teenager to the Riviera Hotel in Las Vegas, a favorite vacation spot for his family. There, police say they got what they needed.
They were able to tie information obtained in interviews and evidence that we have recovered not only from the crime scene, but in Las Vegas, to the arrest of a 15-year-old male.
Yum, who is too young to even get a driver's license, reportedly drove the family Mercedes to Vegas. Tonight, it was brought back to Upland. Police aren't talking about the motive behind the murders, neither are Yum's neighbors. Off camera, they tell me they're sad and surprised that Paul Yum has been arrested for murder.
Now, tomorrow, the DA is expected to decide exactly what charges Yum is going to be facing and if he'll be tried as an adult. Live in Upland, I'm Mary Grady, CBS 2 News.
Mary, thanks. New developments tonight in the case of a baby left to die inside of a hot car in Claremont. Both parents remain in jail tonight, but the father, 29-year-old Dylan Coutillo, says he didn't know the infant was in the car, and he blames Kimberly Fudge, the baby's mother. 5-month-old Kaylin was locked inside the car for 6 hours. Fudge's brother Curtis talked about his sister's reaction to the death of her baby boy.
She's hysterical. The baby should have never been left in the car.
Police do tell us temperatures inside that car reached up to 120 degrees. The DA will decide whether or not to charge dad, mom, or both tomorrow morning. Ann.
Now the latest on NATO's peacekeeping effort in Kosovo. The Serbian Orthodox Church has called for President Slobodan Milosevic to resign for the sake of the people. The church is also calling on Serbs in Kosovo not to leave their homes, but thousands of Serb civilians are fleeing Kosovo with the troops. Meantime, some 10,000 ethnic Albanians have already rushed back into Kosovo, ignoring warnings about landmines and other dangers and refusing to wait for the UN repatriation program. At least one person has been killed by a landmine on one route back into Kosovo. Russian troops now have been spotted digging in at Pristina Airport, says the London Times. And the Russian troops who defied NATO to take the airport were so poorly equipped that they were running out of food and water. British troops allowed a small Russian convoy to resupply the ones at the airport. Russia had promised not to send more troops into Kosovo until an agreement over its peacekeeping role was reached. John.
Let's talk about a celebration tonight, and the Lakers are hooping it up. The reason? Basketball coach Phil Jackson. He is now become an official Laker. He's the coach. Jim Hill is here now with exclusive reaction from one of the biggest Lakers there is.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. Some Laker fans and some officials in the NBA have said, we're really going to have to look out for those Lakers now because they have one of the key ingredients that they need. The Lakers finally got their man. Former Chicago Bull head man Phil Jackson, indeed, will become the Lakers' new head coach at a noon press conference tomorrow. Jackson will sign a 4-year deal worth a reported $24 million. We all know he led the Chicago Bulls to 6 NBA championships with Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. And tonight, well, a young Kobe Bryant told me he's excited about his new head coach.
To get started tomorrow. Like, I'm really pumped up. You know, it's a great opportunity for us all. Kind of enjoy next season coming up. We're moving into the new arena. You know, from what I hear, we're getting new uniforms. I don't know what they're gonna look like, but we're getting new uniforms, and we're having Phil Jackson come in. So this is cause for excitement.
Oh, there's a lot of stuff to look forward to, isn't there? Coming up in our sports segment, we'll hear more from Kobe on what it's going to be like to play for Phil Jackson and what's to come from the team. A lot of great things, I think.
Excitement.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jim.
Hope so, Jim. Straight ahead, more news. A nanny loses control and it's caught on tape, and a lot more to tell you.
Coming up, evidence of a massacre as cameras are allowed inside Columbine High School for the very first time.
Caught on tape, a ship split in two at sea. We'll have the story behind these dramatic pictures.
It's already helping men. Tonight, what this sex patch can do for women.
You watched America's Film Legends on CBS tonight. Now, the secret these stars didn't share, their hidden passion exposed in tonight's special assignment.
They have substance, integrity. They're the individual pieces that contribute to a greater good, making lives less worrisome, futures more secure. They are the agents of New York life. Their humanity is the stone with which this company was built. They are why New York Life is the company you keep.
It defies every stereotype. Utility without the loss of luxury. Legendary Quattro all-wheel drive. The daring new Audi A6 Avant. Soccer practice will never be the same.
New at 11, a graphic case of child abuse is caught on tape, and we warn you, these pictures are not pretty and they may disturb you. A hidden camera in the child's bedroom captured a beating in Miami. It shows the nanny hitting an 8-month-old girl again and again as the baby stands in her crib. The baby's mother, who did not want to be identified, was surprised and angry.
I just went numb. I just couldn't believe what I was seeing. I had to replay it because I thought I was seeing things. I don't know what to think. I'm still in shock. Words cannot describe the anger that I feel. I am having very hateful thoughts about her.
The babysitter has been charged with felony child abuse. We're happy to tell you the baby appears to be okay. John.
Tonight we are getting our first look inside the walls of Columbine High School. It is a look at the chilling aftermath of the April massacre. The first inside look at Columbine High since the shootings shows a building still scarred by bullets, bombs, and shotgun blasts. But quickly, it is being turned back into a school. News reporters today were shown through a scene of tragedy, which is now a scene in transition.
There will be new carpet put in here.
The aim is to give students a school with a fresh new look when classes start here again in August, including changing the sound of the fire alarm system, which rang for hours on the day of the shootings.
The students that they had talked to, teachers that were in the building, even the SWAT teams, said the tone of the fire alarm was something that would really, really have an emotional effect upon them.
The science room, where students waited for hours to be rescued, will be rebuilt to remove any trace of the tragedy. But one place remains untouched and off limits: the library, where most of the dead were found, including the 2 killers. It is still considered a crime scene. And some parents say no amount of painting or remodeling can ever fix that. Linda Mauser's son was among the victims.
I just think that what happened there was such a terrible atrocity that goes beyond just even an ordinary murder. It would be really rather cruel to force kids to be in that library if they chose not to.
As it stands now, Columbine High School will reopen August 16th.
A parking attendant is recovering tonight after plunging in a car 30 feet to the ground. The car landed upside down on a downtown street in Chicago. Nobody underneath was hurt. The attendant was in this garage when he appears to have hit the gas instead of the brake, went right out through the side and onto the street below. We hope the owner has insurance. He's going to need it.
Yes, he will. So breaking news coming into our studio right now. A new slide has just been reported at Yosemite. We have late breaking information. We'll have that for you next.
And an all-new special assignment. Tonight, a secret of some legendary Hollywood stars exposed for the very first time. That story coming up after this.
CBS 2 News is sponsored in part by Mazda.
It's a 4x2 with the high ride and suspension of a 4x4. The Mazda B-Series Troy Lee Edition truck. Kind of makes you wish all roads were off-road.
At Winston Tires, we install a tire every 10 seconds, every day. And we sell it at a discounted price every day. So when you're looking for a tire, don't waste a second. Come to the experts. Winston Tires. At Winston Tires, you'll save money on family car tires, minivan tires, SUV tires, truck tires, high-performance tires, and even extreme tires. Winston Tires, everyday discounted prices on every kind of tire.
Today, Nortel Networks is changing the way businesses communicate.
Here come old Flat Top. He come grooving up slowly. You got Juju Eyeball. He's saying, I know you. You know me. One thing I can tell you is you've got to be free. Come together.
Bringing it all together with the true power of the internet.
Come together.
Nortel Networks.
Right now.
How the world shares ideas.
Over me.
When people visit London, they tend to do so much that it all becomes a bit of a blur. But fly British Airways economy class to London this summer, and we'll give you a free ticket for a second visit. With 2 trips, you can enjoy more of London at a gentler pace. 2 vacations for the price of 1. Clearly, It's the best way to see London.
It's not my family car. Oh no. It's not my shopping car. Oh no.
This is not my dog car.
It's not my off-road car. Oh no.
Nice, isn't it?
The summer sale at Robinson's May starts tomorrow. Don't forget your bonus coupons.
This is where it all starts. This is where it gets good.
We've got breaking news. There has been another rock slide in Yosemite National Park just about 30 minutes ago. A section of rock gave way near Curry Village, one of the main camping areas on the valley floor. Nobody was hurt, we're glad to tell you, but it sure raises questions about the safety of the park because they had a fatal rock slide there over the weekend, as you know. Campers are now returning to their tents. Park officials are planning a news conference in the morning. John.
New at 11, a sex patch you can stick on your arm, and it may be the answer for some women who need help restoring their sex drive. A study found that this testosterone-laced skin patch increased the libidos of middle-aged women who underwent hysterectomies. Men are already using this patch with great success to cope with impotence. Researchers plan a few more studies to see if other kinds of women can benefit from this patch.
If you watched tonight's AFI tribute to Hollywood legends, you know how the stars looked in public, but tonight you're going to see how some of them spent their private time. Kira Phillips reports now on the shooting stars.
He was a remarkable man, and he had a kind of honesty and integrity and charm that people responded to. Here's the Harlem Globetrotter sign that he saw when he first woke up in Rome.
Harriet Zeitlin.
And then a beautiful shot of an aircraft carrier.
Is bringing her husband's idea.
And Alfred Hitchcock made photographs whenever he traveled.
Back to life.
So he got discouraged, and he put all of the photographs and all of the text, and all of the research, the letters, into boxes and put them in our basement. And they languished for 40 years.
It was during the fabulous 50s. Life magazine photographer David Zeitlin became famous for his pictures and stories. But he pictured something else during his career, a book.
He said, you know, these people are photographed all the time. They're always in front of the camera. Wouldn't it be interesting to find out how they think, what they photograph, why they photograph, and how they see the world?
However, Zeitlin never got a publisher for his Shutterbug book.
And this is the only photograph Harry Truman ever made in his life.
Until now.
It was so much fun to see the photographs again after so many years.
Harriet dug out all the old boxes and put together the book her husband always dreamed about. Personal photographs taken by the stars themselves. Elvis Presley, Harry Truman, Frank Sinatra, Grace Kelly. They all gave David Zeitlin their favorite photos that they took.
It makes human, these people. Like Grace Kelly, when she photographed her family, her husband and the prince and their daughter, Caroline. It's such a tender, sweet moment, and it shows us that not only was she a great actress and princess, but she was also a mother.
My Olympics were canceled before.
Esther Williams knew David Zeitlin.
How in the world did we do that?
The famous swimmer and classy pinup was on the cover of Life many times.
You're going back 40 years. Are you sure you want to do this?
This was her own snapshot.
I showed it to my daughter, and all she could say was, "I ever that young," you know, because of course she was only 15 months old.
In the water, of course.
What do you think she was thinking right there?
She was reaching for her mommy, I'm sure.
Esther's photo is one of 75 special snapshots, now surfacing after 4 decades.
She's so cute. Golly, my Susie. The minute I saw it, somebody sent me the book. The minute I saw it, I said, "That's Susie!" And now she's such a wonderful mother.
They say photos bring back beautiful memories.
And he used to make photographs at the prize fight with various friends like Janet.